Welcome back, Super Friends and Super Family. I am Thor, your friendly neighborhood god of thunder. Today I'm reacting to episode 1 of Band of Brothers. So I just recently reacted to Saving Private Ryan. Thought it would be the perfect time to get into some more war movies in general. And of course, this miniseries is highly acclaimed. And I believe Steven Spielberg and Tom Hanks, I'm not sure if they directed any episodes, but I believe they at least produced this miniseries. So I'm excited in that sense. I've also heard this is just a very highly acclaimed miniseries. I know some things about it. I know that Damian Lewis is the lead character. This is about, I am not a history buff at all, so I could be getting these facts totally wrong, but I believe it's about the 101st Airborne Division. Like the Easy Company was kind of the nickname, or maybe the official name of this group of paratroopers that of course were real men, and they have interviews with the real veterans who survived the war interspersed throughout this miniseries, which I think is just super awesome. And I've just heard this is one of the greatest portrayals of the experience of World War II and the experience of warfare in general, and it's just very well made. If you do want to see more episodes of this, I'm probably going to have at least 3 or 4 out on Patreon right now if you care to support me and check those out. If not, I plan on releasing 1 episode of the miniseries per week here on YouTube if you'd care to subscribe. And let me know in the comments too if there's any war movies in particular you'd like me to check out. I have seen some, but there are many that I haven't seen. It's not a genre that I have fully explored at all. Please bear with my ignorance here, and if you care to fill me in on some historical facts without spoiling future episodes of the show, that would be very appreciated. For now, let's get into today's reaction. Band of Brothers, Episode 1.
The store told us to put our uniforms on. What the hell are you talking about? The USA is in a war with Japan.
Our country was attacked. A lot of us volunteered.
Who would like to volunteer for the airborne? What the hell is the airborne? Nobody ever heard of it.
Paratroopers were a newer thing at this point in history, I believe.
4F committed suicide because they couldn't go at different time.
That is a different time.
That's what had to be done.
To jump out of airplanes to fight the enemy. Go to hell. Nobody put up their hands. You get paid $50 a month more. That made it $100.
$100 for the risk they have to take. In modern times, is this miniseries ever shown in any sort of military training or academy? I should really check out the book, too, after watching this. That's like such a taxi driver haircut. Is there some irony in that name, Easy Company? I feel like there has to be.
Let's go! Panel Coast is socked in with rain and fog. No jump tonight. We're on a 24-hour stand-down.
I'm assuming they just want to get it over with. You know, they don't want to put off the attack.
This is quite
Oh,
a
a Cary
surprise.
Grant film.
Not particularly.
What is this one?
I think it's clearing up. Think it's clearing up? Nope. I think it's clearing up.
Optimist versus pessimist.
5 o'clock in New York, 4 o'clock in Chicago. Happy hour, huh? Yeah.
How long has it been since they had a proper happy hour?
Civilized place for civilized men.
Should have been born earlier, Nix.
What, and give up all this?
You gotta cope with sarcasm, right? Why'd he look at him like that? Oh, wow, okay. Big time jump back.
Trousers over your boots like a paratrooper. Explain the creases at the bottom. Your weekend pass is revoked. Dirt in the rear sight aperture. Pass revoked.
Does that mean they can't go out at all during the weekend? It's like, don't come and talk to me, you're just gonna take it away.
Long enough to notice this. Revoked. Sir.
Malarkey, Donald G.
Malarkey slang for bullshit, isn't it?
I did not know that.
Just on the butt plate hinge spring, private bullshit. Wouldn't take this rusty piece of shit to war. Every man in the company who had a weekend pass
Jeez.
has lost it.
You guys all go down together.
Change into your PT gear. We're running Currahee.
How heavy are those packs they're carrying, too? Those do not look light.
Ain't going up that hill.
Let's go on the road, PT formation. Let's move. Go for Conte.
It's like they don't even have time to complain. You just gotta get going.
Private White, why are you not in your PT gear?
Was he just refusing to go?
Ask you a question, Private.
He looks like he literally cannot handle going. But what are the consequences gonna be if he doesn't?
Hey, while you're running, don't worry, we'll take your dames to the movies for you. They need some female compliments too.
Just rubbing it in.
Do not help that man! Do not help!
What, you can't help your fellow brothers? Dang, is he the first one? Leading by example, way to go.
That is not good enough for Easy Company.
I'm assuming all the actors had to get in good shape to play these roles, right?
I'm gonna say something.
Joe.
To you.
Mission speech, sir. How come we're the only company marching every Friday night? Why do you think, Private Random? Sobel hates us, sir.
Does he hate you guys, or is he just pushing you to be, like, the best of the best?
Sobel does not hate Easy Company. He just hates you. Thank you, sir.
So I want canteens out of belts with the caps unscrewed. Pour the contents onto the ground.
Pour him.
What, so they can't hydrate after exercising?
Why is there no water in your canteen? Was this man ordered to not drink from his canteen during the Friday night?
Are you for real?
You have disobeyed a direct order. And repeat, all 12
Are you
miles.
serious?
Sir.
Fall out!
What in the name of God are you doing?
What is he doing?
You allow troopers to disobey direct orders? Give me look bad, Lieutenant. I want the names of 6 men. Their infractions and your disciplinary recommendation.
What infractions, sir?
What is he talking about?
Find some.
Oh, what a position to be put in. He has to, like, throw 6 of his men under the bus.
What'd you do? Picked 6 men and gave them latrine duty. The lucky 6?
I wonder if he chose men who he knew could handle the punishment, you know?
Sobel's a genius. A headmaster, just like him in prep school. Michelangelo's a genius. Beethoven's a genius.
I love his sense of humor, okay.
You just broke both your legs, Private Gordon. Trying to get yourself killed?
No, sir.
It's like he's related to J.K. Simmons from Whiplash, you know? Oh, what is that? That is so nasty.
Why are you here, Private? 50 minutes to the top and back, and I will...
Of the mountain? Again?
What are you waiting for?
Man, I went for a run earlier today, but nothing like this. What, did they all come join him? Or some of them did, not all of them.
Finest performance record in the entire 2nd Battalion, thanks to you.
Thank you, sir.
And that Lieutenant Winters, planning on giving him a set of these today. Why don't you do it?
Well, at least they're getting, you know, recognized for their excellence here.
Non-regulation clothing. Contraband. Spare time for so much correspondence.
Personal letters to be considered contraband?
Why did he smell the letter?
What is this?
That looks like Simon Pegg on the right. There's no way that's Simon Pegg.
It's a can of peaches, sir.
That is incorrect, Lieutenant. Your weekend pass is canceled.
Is it a trick question?
And I will not tolerate thievery in my unit.
Private Parks, sir.
Get rid of him.
Get rid of him?
All weekend passes are canceled. Officers included. Carry on.
What about the promotion? I mean, there's discipline, and then there's this, man.
Colonel Sink has seen fit to promote you.
Okay.
You'll serve as my executive officer. I'm designating you S officer for 14 days. Company breakfast to be served at 0600.
Really? That's how he's rewarded?
So the company will have a light afternoon, special meal before their afternoon off. Would you agree?
There's no way it's actually a good meal. There's no way with this guy.
Like spaghetti.
Oh, maybe there is. Okay.
Guys are packing it away.
I do like how Winters takes everything in stride. Like, he seems so well composed.
Spaghetti ain't supposed to be hard.
This ain't spaghetti. This is army noodles with ketchup.
We ain't gonna eat it.
As a fellow Italian, you should know that calling this crap spaghetti.
Yeah, an Italian would know that's blasphemy.
Orders changed! Get up! Cancel! The Easy Company is running up Currahee!
That was 100% premeditated.
Stop! 3 miles down! Let's go! Let's go!
Oh, gosh. Oh, yeah, come on. Imagine running after you're, like, in the middle of eating. No, no, no.
Not deserve to get your wing! An ambulance waiting for you at the bottom of the hill!
Sing through the pain. Sing through the pain. I mean, he should be proud of his men for doing this, right?
Be the first of 5 exits from a C-47 aircraft scheduled for today.
I mean, the first jump you ever do has got to be so terrifying.
Men dropping from the sky today, hopefully under deployed canopies.
Hopefully all the parachutes work. I would be scared out of my mind, but okay.
All you have to do is remember what you were taught. Guarantee you gravity will take care of the rest.
That's real footage, right? He does not look ready to do this. Oh, I like this POV perspective, though, to really put us in their position.
And gentlemen, rest assured, refusals in the aircraft or at the door, you will out of the airborne.
Dang, no hesitation. That makes sense, though. You can't afford to, right? When they jump like this, do you have to pull the chute, or does it automatically open?
You know
great company. Are those dusty jump wings? How do you expect to slay the
That's actually
Huns?
not a bad drunken impression, man.
3 miles up, 3 miles down.
10 hunt!
What now?
Parachute infantry is a brand new concept. I want you to know that I'm damn proud of each and every one of you. Now, you deserve this party.
You guys do. You guys really do.
Remember our motto.
Currahee!
It's a pretty badass motto, man.
We're in the wrong position.
We'll lead them to the right position.
Wrong position.
Tactical position for ambush, sir. Should seem tight.
Lieutenant, deploy your
Oh,
troops.
come on. I feel like Winters is totally right.
Tactical column.
But you gotta follow orders, right? Chain of command. Can you say I told you so? Is that allowed?
You've just been killed, along with 95% of your company.
Easy Company, 2nd Battalion.
Dang, and this is gonna harm the Easy Company reputation, right?
Report back to the assembly area.
Should've listened to Winters.
Lieutenant Harry Wells, just in from the 82nd.
You learn him pretty quickly. Flaws, no vices, no sense of humor.
What an introduction. What an introduction. I like it.
Hearing a lot of rumblings, a little jumpy in the field.
He gets jumpy and then you get killed.
So maybe not the best to be the leader.
Discuss it, I think it should just be amongst ourselves.
Oh, absolutely.
Oh, speaking of, dang. Hopefully didn't overhear anything. Don't look so nervous. Poker faces.
Ready, sir.
Then get them information, we're moving out.
What, more running? More running? What now? I mean, he's got a sense that they don't like him.
Either the crowd still get him, one of us.
You know, I'm always fumbling with grenades. Easy if one went off by accident.
Jeez. Hopefully they're joking, right?
Going my way, wherever the train takes me.
Going My Way, is he referencing, isn't there a movie Going My Way?
We're invading Europe, my friend. Since when do I drink? If I thought you'd drink it, I wouldn't offer it to you.
I really like the banter between the two of them.
Morning. Oh.
He's accepting the drink, even fresh off waking up.
And feed them to the flamingos.
Flamingos are mean. They bite.
I think that's true, right?
Hitler gets one of these right across the windpipe and pays me 10 grand a year for the rest of my fucking life.
That would be the dream, right? Maybe in Inglourious Bastards it can happen.
My brother's in North Africa. He says it's hot.
Really? It's hot in Africa?
Trust is yourself and the fella next to you.
Next to Sobel and combat, moving on down the line. A couple of Eiliger or winners.
I would want to stick with Winters. I agree.
Start flying? I don't know if I want to quake it doing my fighting for me.
I feel like he'll be good.
I'm a Jew. Get your nose out of my face.
What's all that about?
I like how he doesn't look up from the card game. I mean, these training sequences feel so real. I imagine a lot of these things are practical effects.
Sobel's late.
Oh, come on, Sobel. What are you doing, man? Does he just get scared under pressure, or is he just bad with his tactics? I feel like he gets kind of scared.
Why is there a fence here? There should be no fence here. Take cover behind those trees.
Oh, what, is he lost? Bro. I mean, that's honestly me with Google Maps, though.
We could go over it, sir.
That's not the point. We're the goddamn...
A wild bear crap in the woods, son.
You can boost this smuck.
You got it. You got it.
Come on, let's watch.
Is there a problem, Captain Sobel? Dad? Who broke silence?
Oh, shoot.
I think it's Major Horton, sir.
Is this gonna work? Is this gonna work?
Did he join us?
I think maybe he's...
Are they all helping out, playing along with this?
Goddamn hold up, Mr. Sobel.
Come on, this is hilarious.
A barbed wire fence. You cut that fence and get this goddamn platoon on the move.
Is this really gonna work? Please tell me it does.
Where are my goddamn wire cutters?
That's great. That is great.
Without Captain Sobel, 1st Platoon? T-intersection. We improvise.
See, that's the right mindset. You have to adapt, right?
Look right with 1st Squad. I'll be right up the middle with 3rd. Go. Yes, sir.
And you just sense the difference among the men, right? The respect and trust they have in Winters. He just can't go anywhere. Poor Grandpa's just trying to get some exercise on his bike.
You've done it now, Yanks. You've captured me.
He's got a great sense of humor, too. What a cool dude. Okay, well, he made it finally, right?
Be the enemy. As a matter of fact, yes.
That's such a cool little moment between the two of them.
Who was the idiot who cut that man's fence?
I was ordered.
Oh shoot. Oh shoot. Oh my gosh.
Ordered you to cut the fence.
Yes, he did.
Oh my gosh.
Wharton is on leave.
Oh, he's gonna punish the men. He's gonna punish the men so much now that he realizes he's tricked.
Lieutenant Winters, with Captain Sobel's compliments, sir.
It can't be good news.
Misspelled court-martial.
Not Winter's court-martial, Sobel, right?
Sir, I do not understand. No one told me, sir. I'm quartered with a family that has no telephone.
Regardless, when given a task to perform...
Don't take out your failures on the other men, bro. That is so small of you.
You failed to do so. My own XO go unpunished. What kind of message is that to the men?
That you are an insecure man, maybe?
The options are quite simple. Denial of a 48-hour pass for 60 days.
60 days.
Letter of appeal and request a trial by court-martial.
Is he gonna go trial by court-martial?
Spend your weekends on the base anyway, Dick. Be a man.
May I borrow your pen, sir? I request trial by court-martial.
Good for you, man. Honestly, good for you. He's so shocked.
Winner scrambles eggs while the rest of us make the big jump with Sobel.
Not me.
I'm assuming all of this stuff is accurate and really happened, which is just insane.
What about the consequences? John, we could be lined up against a wall and shot.
Wait, what are they doing?
I'm ready to face that, and every one of us had better be too.
I will not follow that man into combat.
I understand that mindset, right? You follow a leader like that, it'll probably get all of you killed. It's a risk here or a risk there.
All right, boys. Good luck.
Why would a request like that have them get shot?
Ought to have you all shot.
Speaking of...
There's nothing less than an active mutiny while we prepare for the goddamn invasion of Europe. All of you NCOs have disgraced the 101st. You're on the eve of the largest action in the history of warfare. No choice. Spare your lives. Get out of my office and get out of my sight.
I mean, it could have been way worse, but that still sucks. It didn't work. I wonder if he's gonna put together what they just did right there.
Their loyalty lay more to the platoon than to the company. The rest are good men. I know them.
They all hate you. That's what's going on here.
Winter's court-martial has been an unpleasant distraction. Command of RYYZN Company has been exemplary, except for the actions of a few of your non-coms.
What are non-coms?
One of the finest companies of soldiers I've ever seen. I can't think of anyone more qualified to command such a school than you are. I'm reassigning you to Chilton Foley.
He does not look happy about that at all.
I'm losing RYYZN Company?
War effort needs you elsewhere.
I think it's a very wise decision because based off his record, he does not seem fit for combat or leadership in this sense.
Who will be replacing me?
Lieutenant Meehan from Baker Company.
Well, that solves their problem, not having to follow him, right? Didn't salute back? Or are you just too sad, bro?
Boy, she sure is a doozy. Hey, Petty! Hey, Mike!
You're just gonna take his gun?
You're revving a ball, put your finger off into your nut.
That's a great, I don't even know that expression. You're having a bath if you think you're half-inching that.
Man, I've been through the toughest training the Army has to offer.
That is true.
Volunteered for it. Just shooting crap through them. As I'm spending time to get to know my soldiers, I don't deserve a reprimand for it. What if you'd won? Never put yourself in a position where you can take from these men.
That's very interesting, but I feel like there's some real wisdom in that.
H-hour, D-Day.
There is a German garrison. RYYZN Company will destroy that garrison.
All right, you guys have your objective.
Hawkins mine, 2 grenades, smoke grenade, gamma grenade, TNT. Stop wasting as much as I do. I still got my shoot, my reserve.
Oh, geez, that is a ton of stuff to carry.
Sergeant Martin! Condoms? I don't know, probably. You gotta love cops.
Dang, for real? They sent him a gun?
Darn his brother in Italy, killed him in Monte Casino.
Sure he doesn't know.
Damn. What do you think I should do?
You have to tell him, right?
I tell him.
A couple hours before we jump?
That is brutal. What do you do in this situation?
Extra 80 pounds strapped to your leg. Does anybody have any idea how the hell this thing works? Soldiers of the regiment, tonight is the night. You're en route to the great adventure for which you have trained for over 2 years.
That's why they gave us ice cream.
Invasion has been postponed.
Okay, so we've come full circle here. I like that. I like that order of events in this first episode here.
Interested in serving a cause. Why don't you join the army?
Here is Johnny.
I woke up.
Did he get the wrong letter?
Got the wrong goddamn jacket.
Oh, don't read his letter.
Bill Garnier's brother.
Oh, great. Okay, what is he gonna do now?
Sorry about your brother, Bill.
Sorry for my mom. Let's get this over with.
I'll meet up with you over there.
Second platoon, listen up. Good luck. God bless you. See you in the assembly area.
And he means that. He really does. You can tell. That's so cool. He helps each of them up. So did the actors... I wonder if they had the actors actually have to carry that much weight to get into character. Hopefully there wasn't bad stuff in that airsick pill. How scared must you be right before it all happens, right? Like, what thoughts are running through your head? Are you thinking of your family? Are you thinking about dying? I need to look at the behind the scenes for how they shot all this. I like the wording of that, calling it a great crusade. Alright, so that is episode 1 of Band of Brothers. I really liked it. I mean, having just finished the first episode, to be honest, I kind of just want to go straight and watch the next episode right away. It kind of leaves me wanting more. But I really like this episode, kind of as an introduction to Easy Company and a couple of the characters. I hope as the series goes on, I'll be able to kind of remember people's names better and distinguish between them, because we are following, it seems like, several characters throughout the company. But I really enjoyed this episode. I like I said during the reaction, how he kind of flashed forward and then jumped back to kind of go through the training that they endured. And I say endured because... Sobel was pretty hardcore, and I think some of his training was good because he pushed Easy Company to be the best, but as we got to see more of his character, I think it was pretty clear, at least the way that I interpreted it, that he was doing that just for recognition from his superiors, not out of any concern for his own men or for making them the best of the best, if that makes sense. And I like how we got to see Lieutenant Winters, who I think his motivation is the complete opposite of that. And kind of seeing the contrast, it's a nice foil of characters and of different types of leaders. And I'm sure this is going to, this is a miniseries that follows true heroes. I know that with the pandemic, I worked in healthcare. We were called heroes, and, I don't want to speak for anyone else working in that field. I'm sure there are people who made tremendous sacrifices, but I never felt like a hero. That was a job. I was happy to do it. I'm sure it helped people, but these men who volunteered to do this, I can't help, and I wonder if this is the experience of anyone else watching this as well. I can't help but feeling like a loser watching this, seeing these guys who are just pushed in these extreme conditions and are, working together and facing these gigantic challenges, who volunteered for this. And what did the guy say at the beginning? Like, for $50 more a month? I mean, I know inflation and currency has changed, but they were not compensated well, okay? These were not people doing it for the money. At least I don't think so, But just seeing what they go through in the training, I'm sure this is very relatable for anyone, serving now. But it really, as I sit in here, comfortably watching this show on the screen, enjoying it, it's like, what am I doing with my life here compared to them? What sacrifices have I made? And we haven't even gotten, further into the show, but I can't help but feeling out of shape in comparison. I'm like, my life is so easy. I'm not running 6 miles in full gear up and down a hill, throwing up spaghetti. Like, jeez. But I like that despite that, and despite how cool Easy Company is, they're not, I hope I'm articulating this correctly, but they're not presented as badasses. They're the humanity of the characters, the difficulty, the fear on their faces is made so apparent. And it's not over glorified like their training. It didn't seem like, it didn't feel like a John Wick getting ready montage. I mean, I love the John Wick movies, very different tonally though, but it wasn't like, oh, this is so cool. It felt hard and gritty and realistic, and that made me almost admire, because it was so grounded, that made me almost admire the men of Easy Company more, and also fear for them, because, we know that I'm sure many of the characters are going to die in this I'm assuming many of them will die in the miniseries. Maybe not. Maybe we're following mainly just the survivors in Easy Company. But I hope you enjoyed this reaction. Like I mentioned, if you do want to support me, watch more full reactions, future episodes, it's going to be out on Patreon now. If not, if you care to see more of the Band of Brothers reactions here on YouTube, I will be doing one per week. Thank you to everyone for watching along. Like I said, if you'd like to inform me about things, facts, historical events that I am missing or that I didn't catch on watching this episode, I do appreciate that in the comments. And as always, remember, be active, be mindful, and be a hero.